Good evening. Kinda tired. It's okay though. I'll make it work. Okay, so I have been wanting to make a 3D model for quite some time now. Maybe for like the past 2 years actually, I think. And I wanted to do something low poly. Like this. There it is, okay, cursor. I wanted to do something low poly like this for a while. And I had started it like maybe a year ago or maybe more than a year ago, a while now. And I started on it, but I couldn't get it working too well. I couldn't model essentially. I was having a huge skill issue. I can't do modeling. Well, at the time I couldn't do the full modeling. I didn't have the dedication to it. My thought process at the time was that I would have to do either... I was gonna have to learn Blender, and then I'm gonna have to learn to rig the model. And then I'm thinking I'm gonna have to learn an entirely new skill of 3D modeling. However, I already know more or less how to draw. So if I were to draw, if I were to go 2D instead of going 3D, then that's like one less thing that I need to learn if I were to create a new model. This was back then. This is like maybe 2 years ago before I made this one. But I was thinking I can just draw a model and then rig it myself, and then that way I only have to learn rigging instead of learning how to 3D model and then rig the 3D model itself. I would only have to learn Live 2D, which it didn't take too long. I ended up making this model in maybe like 2 months or something like that. And apparently it's very doable to make a Live 2D model in like a week or so. But I kind of took my time with it. It's not what I wanted exactly, but it's good enough. It's a good temporary model. It's a good 1.0, I'd say. So that's where I'm at right now, is I have a good, even if I don't like go all out even, it's a good enough model, I'd say, for me right now as it is. But also I've been wanting to make a 3D model, a 3D model, low poly specifically, so that I would be able to play all these old games, like PlayStation 1 games for example. I've always wanted to play a ton of PlayStation games that I've missed out on, such as Parasite Eve, such as Resident Evil, such as Silent Hill. I've always wanted to play these older games that I always missed out on, that I never got the chance to play. And I was thinking that having this kind of low poly 3D model, maybe it wouldn't really matter as much for viewers, but it's something that I would want for myself, because I feel like that is something that I would want to see. I don't need to see it, but it would make it nicer, it would make it better to have that kind of thing, I feel. Because as a viewer, as a VTuber enjoyer of many years now, I've always wanted to, well, I guess this also comes with, when it comes to being both a viewer and a streamer, I wanted to watch the kind of, no, I want to do the kind of content I would watch essentially. And so having different models would kind of help me towards that kind of thing, I feel. As for why I made the bunny outfit, I don't know, I just kind of felt like it. Because I saw it on someone's model and I thought, hey, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna take that for myself. So I went and drew an entire alternate outfit in like a week, 2 weeks, and I rigged it. So alternate outfits aren't that difficult actually to make. But when it comes to making an entirely new model from scratch, that's yeah. I've also been looking into improving tracking actually. When I think this is like when I started out, I've had like default settings for tracking ever since I had like an older CPU, an older GPU, and those hardware pieces would be kind of throttled by the software that I was using, that I still am using. So I never really touched those settings. And I'm seeing now that I have upgraded my both CPU and GPU, I have the capability to improve a lot of things, such as tracking, such as software, that kind of thing. So as I'm looking at my my temperature monitor here, it's reading 70 degrees Fahrenheit, Celsius, 70 degrees Celsius, which is, it's not even 70 actually, it's more like 68, which is pretty low, meaning I can still get much more out of this. Before in the past, I would get up to like 80 degrees and I would get really concerned, so I had to tune down some settings. But I have much better equipment now, so I feel like I can tune up some stuff. So I'm at 70 right now, CPU temperature. My RAM load, I'm pretty much using all the RAM. I paid for all this RAM, I'm using all this RAM. I'm at 60 gigabytes of usage of RAM. And then GPU load is barely at 30%. CPU load, barely anything, is both 30% on both GPU and CPU. But yeah, I'm interested in looking at specifically more improving stream. I guess more for myself more than anything, because I want to do the kind of content that I would want to watch as well. And sometimes I'll watch my streams and I'll laugh. I'm like, hey, this guy kind of funny. But I don't do that often. I don't rewatch my stuff a lot of the times, which I feel like I should. I feel like it's recommended that you probably watch some of your stuff back in order to see where you can improve and that kind of thing. This is also kind of like a meta stream as well. Oh man, I've been delaying a lot of these streams lately. I wanted to stream on like Thursday, I think it was, but I've been pushing back a lot of these streams. And I think part of it is, I'm not really gonna get into it too much, but I'm not really feeling 100% lately. But it's fine. Tomorrow's the 31st. I'll get drunk tomorrow. maybe we'll get some good stuff out of it. Yeah, I'm planning to drink tomorrow night. As for why, well, you're gonna have to watch. Tomorrow at this time, actually, I'm planning to stream again tomorrow at this time. As for what I'm planning, I don't know. I'm probably just gonna, I don't know, I'm just gonna get drunk and we'll see what happens. I'm still thinking about Bro Lime always says, don't drink when you're Manhero. And it's a very dangerous line, but I feel like it worked last time. I don't even remember what happened last time, honestly. But also at the same time, I feel like streaming also just helps with sorting myself, wherein most other people would probably just cancel or delay or just not stream at all. I feel that it helps me, because I used to write when I would get in a certain way. I would write out what I was thinking, feeling, and then I would draw. I would just draw, and I'd feel better at the end of it. But I haven't really been drawing all that much lately. I do want to draw more. I have my drawing program open right now though, but I've kind of been slacking on that a lot. I just also remembered I was gonna exercise, and I'm sure it's completely unrelated, but ever since I started exercising more, I've been feeling this way. It's kind of weird, right? Because ordinarily you would think that exercise would make it go away. Kind of funny. Just something I've noticed. I'll probably do some push-ups after this. I'm not planning on this being too long anyways. I wanted to look at a lot of different programs. So I had a list of stuff. I couldn't find my list of programs that I was looking at, but the program— I got a new chair by the way. It's kind of noisy, I just realized. It's fine, I don't care. I think the other chair was squeaky anyways, I don't care, it's fine. I just found this chair on the side of the street and I adopted it. I just cleaned it up. Found a few spiders in it, but it's fine. I evicted them. But I have a list of programs here. One of them is Live 3D. I had never heard of Live 3D until I went out and looked for this kind of software. But specifically what I'm looking for is like low poly stuff. This is like very, very high effort. And I am aware— let me see if I can find it actually. Where is— what's that program called? The program that everyone uses, Vroid. Vroid. I'm aware of Vroid, but my personal problem with Vroid is that it feels like it's very generic. The models are— I feel like are very generic, and maybe it's the people that are using them that don't really customize them, but I feel like it's very same. It's very samey. Maybe I'll check it out, I guess, but I don't even know if it's paid or not. Download for free, it says. I guess I might make a stream out of just like making a 3D model in Vroid, but from what I've seen, I'm not really a fan of the style in general of the face. It feels very same face to me. I've seen a lot of VTubers use Vroid for 3D, but like I said, I don't like how it looks. Maybe I'll try it though. Maybe we can do that next week or something. 3D modeling? Yeah, 3D modeling. So let me where's Blender? I have minimal experience with Blender. I tried Blender, I couldn't get very far in it. And that's why I decided to do Live 2D instead, because I already know how to draw. I drew and rigged everything myself, except the bird on my shoulder. But I drew and rigged everything that's moving on screen, I guess. And it wasn't too difficult actually. It only took me like— to do the art itself took a long time actually, because I was dragging my feet a lot with that one, but rigging didn't take all that long. After I had the art done, rigging was only like maybe a month or so, beginning to end, maybe 2 months if that. But I tried doing Blender and it was I have not had any experience with using this kind of software since 2008, I want to say, when I had a animation class back when Flash was still alive. Man, software doesn't matter. Once you know how to 3D model, you will understand the processes are the same. Are you saying Vroid is the same as Blender here? Because I am considering just trying Vroid, but as far as I'm aware, it feels like it's just a character creator, and there's no actual modeling involved with this software here. I also did find Live 3D. I barely even know how Live 3D works. if it's even modeling software, or if it's like I honestly don't know what Live 3D is. I think it's a tracking software, but that's why I'm on the website here to see what this is. What is Live 3D? I think it's just tracking. I think it's just tracking. It's not modeling software. I don't really consider VRoid modeling software. It's a texturing tool. I think I've seen videos where you can create hairstyles. But yeah, it feels more like a character creator, which character creators can be fun. But my ultimate goal, my main goal, is to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. Is to make a low poly model. Like, kinda like that. Kinda like that. Kinda like that. Like this. Right, like this. Basically going for a PS1 kind of look. Kind of like this. I think it's like low res here. It's low poly and low res. But basically going for a PS1 and 64 type of look. Just use Blender. I was scared I would have to use Blender. Blender feels like it's the Linux of 3D modeling. But I mean, I do have some experience with Linux, so it's not like it's all that scary, but it seems like it's a lot of effort involved. Let me see if I can load up Blender actually. I want to take a picture of what I made in Blender. It came out really bad. Blender. Blender. Open. And then I'll just take a screenshot of it and show you what it looks like. It looks terrible. It looks like the droid from Star Wars. What I modeled. And I've also been wanting to do this other thing with Blender, but I haven't gotten around to it due to a lot of reasons, but that's not important. How do I access? The thing with Blender is also I have to learn a lot for Blender, and I don't really have the patience to learn right now. Open recent. Oh, it's not here. I don't know where the model is. I don't know where the model is. Is it? I think the last time that I used. Oh, that's not what I want at all. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to find it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where my model is. I lost it. Not that I really need it. Just make a new one from scratch. Close Blender. But yeah, I've been going for a very low poly. And PS1 graphics model. I think I've used this video too as a reference, but it says that it's easy, right? But I don't know. I feel like it's harder than it seems. And I've considered using a base, getting some kind of base, kind of like this, and then warping it to what I need. But also at the same kind, it's probably super easy to get this kind of wireframe. But the issue for me is the wings, the legs, the wings, the legs, the crow feet. That's gonna be hard to model. So that's why I ultimately decided to go for drawn 2D model instead. And I kind of like it. I like that it's very customizable. in terms of expressions and everything. Not that I have. I've been meaning to make more expressions as well, actually. Not that I ever use expressions either. I never really used any expressions. It would be nice to have different expressions. But as for right now, I want to say that my priority when it comes to model stuff would be to have a low productivity. This is what I've been wanting to do for a long time. But the issue is the wings. More than anything, the wings would be really hard. For the feet, I could probably get away with just using like super simplistic bird feet. But wings might be a lot more difficult. Let me see if I can get an example of what I'm looking for here. See, these are way too textured. These are way too detailed. That's too much detail. I'm looking for something more simplistic. Like super simplistic. This is way too much detail. And this is partially my fault. Because I wanted to have a heartbeat design. But also, at the same time, something like that, I guess. But also, I wanted to check out other software. So here's one, VUP Studio. Seems... I haven't heard of this one. Oh, it's discontinued. Never mind. I guess we're not doing this. Animes, I have heard of that. I used to use FaceRig like way back for personal reasons. I used to use FaceRig a long time ago when I would like stream for friends and that kind of thing. Friends? What are those? VTube Studio, that's the main one. Everyone uses VTube Studio. Oh, that's useless. This is a useless page. Creating your own avatar with an avatar builder. The thing with avatar builders is that they're very geared towards traditional kinds of models. Essentially, they don't account for non-hands, wings, talons. This is Blender? This isn't Blender, is it? Vroid. Oh, this Vroid. This is Rococo. Interesting. That's Unity? I don't know, man. These all kind of look the same. This is Unity? Vroid Unity demo, it says. I do like the concept, but how am I gonna get wings? How do I rig wings? That's the most difficult part. I don't know how I would do that. Because with character creators, it's probably gonna assume hands. And I kind of don't want that, as even though it'd be so much easier to just go with hands. And I could totally just get away with, oh yeah, they're just prosthetics. They're not actually hands. They're just fakes that I put over the wings. I've thought about doing that. I guess I'll keep this one. I will open up this one. Where is it? V-Ray Studio. Where's Rococo? Oh, what is Rococo? This one. Dice 3D. Animators who want to make unique 3D models fast. Oh, I'm interested. Yes, I'm interested in unique. A bear? Oh, that looks super complicated. This workflow looks super complicated. What the heck is this? What is this about? There's so many lines. Oh, this looks so complicated. This is what 3D rigging looks like? Oh no. And then you gotta do the textures and everything? It's Unreal? What do you mean Unreal? As in like Unreal Engine? Or Unreal as in unbelievable? Unreal Engine, okay. It looks okay, this looks closer to what I want to do, because they're not like really hands, they're more like paws, so it's closer to the wings that I want. But also how did you make the model? Is it already a pre-made model? Yeah, it looks like it's already a pre-made model. But okay, so what I'm looking for is, I guess Blender, huh? Blender's probably gonna be the best thing for actually creating the model, because this guy already has the model made. Dad's Studio. Dad's Studio. I might just have to go with Blender. Dad's Studio. What is this? What am I listening to? I don't know. 3D models and 3D software. Is it paid? Get started for free. Get started for free. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, there's a character creator. Get it for free. I'm kind of tempted. But these are too 3D. They're too realistic. I'm not interested in that. They're too 3D PD. That looks like a porn game. Bring your content library into your favorite 3D software. I don't even know what that means. Alright, you know what? I'm probably just gonna do Blender. I really gotta use Blender. Maybe I can just get like a base, a template. Low poly template Blender. Low poly Blender's free 3D models. Yeah, sure. Base character rigged. Free? For free? Hey yo. Wait, free? No, but it has too many polygons. We'll bookmark this. Too many polygons, Can I get a low poly base? I don't see anything. Cause I don't really want to make anything from scratch, cause that's quite a lot. This character looks familiar. Okay, so this guy, what I do remember is that you have to have the art in a pose. But how does he actually make it from scratch? I think he does. OMG, he does make it from scratch. You're insane, bro. Wait, where'd the skeleton come from? If I could get that skeleton. Okay. Reference. PNG. But the skeleton, where'd you get the skeleton from? There's like a base over there somewhere. Right? Rigify. He gets some kind of skeleton. I could work with that. Armature. I might, if I can get this, just that would be so helpful. I gotta look into that. I won't forget. I will forget. So that he ends up aligning. I could do that. Part 1 it says. I like how it starts. I do like how it starts. I know exactly who this is too. This was 8 months ago. I might do it. It might take a year, but I think I might be able to do it. Learn how to do it from scratch. I don't want to learn though. I don't want to learn yet another skill. I'm already learning so much. I have way too many hobbies as it is. There's like music, I got drawing, streaming kind of, a little bit of like programming on the side, Japanese, exercising. I got too much stuff that I do as it is, and yet I don't do anything. I'm just gonna open a ton of these on the side and then just watch them. I guess I gotta use Blender, don't I? Damn. I'll learn. I guess I'll come back to Blender eventually. But I want to try using, at the very least, as like a 1.0 3D. Maybe a V-Roid, just to like get used to it, I guess. Though my fear would be, if I were to do V-Roid and have that as a model, then I might become complacent and not want to continue with making the 3D low poly, I mean. But it is something that I want to do, because I was the very first thing, one of the very first things that I was planning is I was gonna do low poly 3D model and stream a ton of PS1 games, because ultimately that's what's holding me back from streaming a lot of games that I wanted to play, is low poly. And it's very dumb that I'm holding myself back like that, but that's something that I want. Maybe I'll just play Resident Evil, I guess. But at the same time, the one that I'm most excited for is Silent Hill and Parasite Eve. Those are the ones that I want to play the most. It's been 30 minutes. Alright, here's what I'm thinking. V-Roid, number 1, priority. Then Blender, I guess. Live 3D, I have no idea what the hell I think Live 3D is really just a tracking software. Live 3D. What is? It's designed for avatars, animation, facial tracking. Ah, I see. It's a tracking. It's tracking software. I don't need tracking software though. Actually, I just realized I don't even know what 3D tubers use for tracking. But I don't need to worry about that right now. I'll worry about that later. Dash 3D? Nah, probably honestly just do it in Blender. It's free. So I guess I'll do Blender. Thank you, Kevin. Very cool. Forcing me to use Blender. The best program for low poly modeling. Let me guess, it's Blender. Is it Blockbench? Blockbench. I don't know this one. Blockbench. It looks nice. I might check out Blockbench then. Okay. Blockbench. But is it free? Low poly 3D model editor. Used by Minecraft. Okay, yeah, whatever. Texturing, animations, plugins. Free and open source. Okay, I will check out Blockbench. VC Face Waterdo Live 3D. Any software that takes VRM. VRM? What is the format that MMD takes? PMX, that's what it was. I'm thinking of PMX. Yeah, PMX. There was something else. V Koikatsu that I used to have a long time ago. I think it's discontinued by Steam now. Yeah, Bikatsu has been discontinued. You can't use PMX. I'm pretty sure there's a way to get PMX working to be rigged or something. Maybe not. Maybe not. I remember using not Koikatsu, Vikatsu to create characters very, very long time ago. It's the safe version of Koikatsu. But I was using this as a character creator a long time ago. It's no longer on the Steam store, but it was okay for what it was at the time. Not very customizable, but it was okay. It was half okay. I'm not gonna be using this though. It's very restricted, I feel. Not really what I'm looking for either in terms of style. Okay, I guess we're not using PMX. Blockbench. Okay. Blockbench and Blender. Where's the other one? I think this is what I was looking for. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. I think. Yeah. Blender. Okay. PS1 style modeling in Blender. And then like applying the texture too, that's an entirely other skill I feel like I gotta learn. They convert PMX to VRM? Yeah, so it's possible, right? You can just have an MMD model as your 3D, right? Kind of interested in trying that. It's possible, right? Hold on. PMX to VRM. Right? It's possible, right? Converting. Oh, it looks like it's kind of messy though. Wow, super blurry. I've messed around with MMD a little bit. Why is it so blurry? So I am more or less aware with MMD. I'm more familiar with MMD than I am Blender, honestly. I know how to use MMD. So if I can get something working in MMD, but then again I have to model it too, right? I guess I might as well just learn Blender and make it myself if I gotta learn how to make stuff in MMD. I'm gonna use PMD editor, yeah, to make the model. Yeah. I have used PMD editor as well. It's kind of a pain. And it's also like Japanese. And there's not a lot of support for it either, so it's probably just best to use Blender, I guess. Oh. Although I would be interested in maybe just trying it as a test. Just grabbing any PMX model and then using that as a 3D model. Let me write that down actually. As a test. Where's my... So as a test. PMX MMD 3D model test. I've also been looking at potentially getting a new keyboard. Because I feel like this one here, it's a little bit loud, I feel. It's a little bit too loud and I feel like it comes on stream whenever I type. I feel like it's very loud. So I've been thinking about getting another keyboard that's a little bit quieter. Mechanical keyboard specifically, but at the same time it's kind of expensive. It's like starting at $50 and it can go up to like $300. Like I don't even really need it. I don't even need a mechanical keyboard. I'm using like a $5 Dell keyboard that I got off of Amazon. But I get kind of self-conscious whenever I do type. But yeah. But going back to this, I think I'll probably do Blender and skip this, I guess. Yeah, I'm tired. I didn't really want to stream today, but I said that I would. And I gotta be more consistent about it. Especially since I feel like I haven't really streamed all that much the past 2 weeks. I feel like I gotta make up for it. And I've been pushing streams ever since Thursday, I think. I wanted to stream on Thursday. I was planning to do another karaoke on Thursday, but it didn't pan out. To that end, maybe I'll sing tomorrow night. Maybe I'll just get drunk and cry and sing. I drank a little bit today because I was offered. I drank a little bit yesterday because I was offered. Non-alcoholic, I swear. Maybe I am. At the moment, probably shouldn't talk about it, but there's conditions that are making it difficult, so to speak. Yeah. And I feel, and I fear that it's only gonna get worse. I don't really feel like elaborating too much. Maybe I'll elaborate tomorrow. Maybe I'll talk about it tomorrow. But at the moment, that's not what this stream is about. This stream is about the future. The future of me. The future of the past. Because retro. I love retro. I love low poly. I love pixel art. Look at this dude. Indian crow? I'm kinda sleepy. I actually wanted to... Honestly, I wanted to go to sleep like 2 hours ago. But... I was thinking, I need to stream. 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 And I think I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but I've been thinking about Brolem a lot. And currently I'm thinking about Don't Let This No One Leave You Behind. That video. It's one of my favorite videos. Now it's gone. And I don't know if anyone made an archive, honestly. He had so many videos, and now they're gone. It's like, what do you do? What can you do? He's not even like in a state of being so popular that he can just instantly just look at YouTube and say, hey, unbanned, and then he gets unbanned. I feel so bad. Cause earlier when I started stream in the interim while I was loading everything, I was thinking about his stream where he made a collecting memories stream where he just let stream run for like hours and he didn't say anything. All he had was just an animated background and all the text, there was just text and it said collecting memories, and a lot of people were commenting. It was kind of like that internet checkpoint video, the comments. If you remember this video and you would go down to the comments and there'd be like a ton of people telling about their life story and everything, that kind of thing. Yes, I understand. But he had like a collecting memories thing, and it reminded me a lot of that video. And I'm just thinking now how if he lost that, it's just so tiring. Now I'm thinking about myself too. If I were to lose my channel too. I don't know what I would do. Bro, I'm still going. He's still going on Twitch. I could still keep going on Twitch, but I feel like for me, YouTube is my main platform. So I'd be extremely demotivated to continue. But I don't know if I would just straight up quit. I don't know. For now. This is a nice song. Let me check what song this is really quickly. So many windows open. I got 3 windows open on this browser and I still can't find it. Cave Story. I never did play that game. Okay, so this is the list that I was seeing earlier. So VC Face was one of them for tracking. Pedal Lab I think was used to be one of them. Wakado. I remember Wakado actually. I had this downloaded on my PC, but I never did use it. I had always wondered what Wakado was, but I never did even load it, launch it. Character Creator 3, I don't care. Difficulty level 3, creating your own character, haha. Level 1, okay, whatever. Creating your own character with an avatar builder. Oh, it's a builder. Oh, okay. That's 3D. I'll check this one out later. Beoid Studio is one of them. It's already up here. I'll check that out later. I'll probably make a stream out of that. I'm so tired. Just thinking about tomorrow's stream. I'm wondering if it's a good idea to even do that. It's gonna be a late night stream anyways. I don't want anyone to watch anyways. It's a joke stream anyways. Human creator. Oh yeah, Maya. I have experience with Maya, but that was like 20 years ago at this point, almost. 18 years ago that I used Maya. I don't even know that Maya's even still relevant. Because Maya's paid, I think, right? I don't think anyone still uses Maya. Yeah, it's paid. Who's gonna pay for Maya when there's Blender? Blender for free. It's possible to create your character, but it's not recommended. You need to optimize polygon count. Well, I'm just gonna have like 10 polygons, it's fine. To live stream, you need Unreal Engine or Unity. Real? Let me see. UEC face, what to live 3D? Maya's only good at one thing, and it's rigging and animating. Well, rigging is what I'm... How do you rig a 3D model? Can you rig in Blender? I just realized. Because with drawing, you need a... With Live 2D, I mean. You can rig in Blender? Okay, that's good. Because for YouTube Studio, you need the art. Any art program. I used Clips to Paint. And then you need to rig in Live 2D. So you need to learn 2 different programs for that. Luckily, I already know how to use Clip Paint Studio. I know how to draw already. You can draw texture in Blender. I'll need to look into that. Draw texture. Draw texture, Blender. Texture paint. I don't even understand a lot of these terms is the other thing. That's why it's very daunting to me. I've been very apprehensive about using Blender. Is there's so many terms that I just do not understand, like UV or like mapping, that kind of thing. I understand what bones are from just using MMD, but there's just so many terms in Blender, and it's just a lot. It's a lot to learn. Not that I'm like especially stupid or anything. I'm good at learning. I'm very good at learning. It's just application is difficult for me, I feel. I don't know. Maybe I downplay my intelligence a bit too much. I feel like one of my good traits is intelligence. But then again, not really. I'm stupid. But then again, a trait of intelligence is to acknowledge your own stupidity. But this is getting too meta. All UV use 3D software's UV function. I don't understand what UV is though. I don't even know what the term is. I don't know what it is. If you tell me how it works, I still don't understand what it is. So I gotta learn all that. And that's what's been keeping me away from learning Blender. Is that it's a lot, I feel. And I know that there's a lot of videos and stuff. I guess I'll watch that one. Texture painting? Sure, I guess I'll watch that one. I guess I'll watch these and just check out what that is. But I feel like there's already so much that I'm trying to do as it is. That's why I've been pushing back learning Blender. Yeah. I will check out this channel. I'll try to check out all this stuff that I've opened up here. But again, it's fairly daunting. Block bench. UV mapping and texturing, but can you like export this? I feel like Blender's probably the best one. How would you even export this? And then you gotta like texture the model itself. It's like I said, it just feels like it's a lot. And the hardest step is starting again. It's the hardest step in anything is always just starting. Like when it comes to music, making covers, I guess it's hard to actually open up Audacity and sing because I need to have certain conditions. I need to be quiet. I need to have the right level of atmosphere. And then for drawing, I don't really feel like drawing right now. I don't feel any motivation. I don't have any inspiration. And then for exercising, I'm kind of too tired. It's kind of too late in the day. It's too hot. I don't feel like going now. It's too windy outside. And then for Japanese, I'm tired. I don't really feel like it. That kind of thing. It's always hard to start. And that's why when I started streaming, one of my things that I wanted to do with streaming is kind of just force myself to do a lot of these things. And those would be like reps streams to keep myself accountable, but never really happened. I've been wanting to do, especially with exercise, I've been wanting to do more exercise type streams. But I don't think that regular, just off-screen exercise is all that entertaining. Because then again, it is streaming. So that's why I've been wanting to do Miku boxing or like Ring Fit, that kind of thing, so that there'd be something on screen, so that there'd be something entertaining. Again, I want to create what I would want to watch. So it's also at the same time kind of setting myself up for this kind of mindset of I can't do what I want to do because it needs to be at a certain, under certain conditions, that kind of thing. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I think I'm just tired. Luppet? What is Luppet? I think Luppet is another loud. I think this is another rigging software. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this is another rigging software. Luppet. Wait. No, yeah, this is more just rigging software. Or capturing, I guess. Yeah, cause this is exactly what I mean. When you look at this face, I don't know about you, but I can straight up tell that this is Vroid. This model is Vroid. And that's what I don't like about Vroid, is that it has this distinct look about it that feels too generic for me. It feels kind of same face. But this model, I have no idea what this model would have been made in. If this is Vroid as well, then I'd be more inclined to try Vroid as like a more permanent solution for 3D model. Because I like this one. I like this model. This model cute. It's very cute. This model, the guy one, it is Vroid? The brown one? This is Vroid too? Interesting. It is. Okay, I'm interested then. I guess I'll actually check out Vroid seriously, because I had thought that this is like the best that Vroid has. It's just those specific. I can redraw the face. I can draw. I can draw. Alright, I'll check it out then. I will check out Vroid again. But that's not gonna be the end product. I'm not gonna stop here. Ultimately, the main goal, the end goal here, is to have low poly 3D. That's the end goal. It's just a matter of getting around to doing it. And I've always said, why not just, when it comes to like household chores, for example, right? Like mowing the lawn, or like weeding, or watering the flowers, whatever, that kind of thing. Why not just hire someone and just pay someone to do it? But then it actually comes down to it, and turns out I actually don't want to pay anyone to do it when I could just do it myself. So here I am. I made this model back in November, mid-November is when I finished this model. So that's gonna be like, what, 5 months now that I've had this model? Which I made myself. I rigged myself. And I'm kind of proud of it. A little bit proud of it. It's not perfect. It's not where I would want it to be at. But especially since I feel like it was kind of rushed. The rigging was kind of rushed, the art was a little bit rushed as well. That's what a 1.0 is for. 1.0 doesn't mean... Well, I guess right now, I guess this is technically 1.23 or something. Because I've done a ton of revisions. Let's check out this one. Maybe a chibi. I might go for a chibi model, I guess, too. Oh, she's using Blender too. Holy wow, this is Blender? This is Blender. What the hell? You made this in Blender? Wow, Blender is scary. I gotta use Blender. Alright. I'll schedule a Vroid stream for... When should I do this? Saturday, maybe? I'm making Leah in Blender. I've seen those pictures. I have seen the Leah. It sounds like it's really painful though. I would learn Blender if I didn't already have a ton of other creative hobbies. Like drawing, like exercising, like... I'm totally blanking out. What's my other third hobby? I had another one. Oh yeah, learning Japanese. I consider those to be productive, constructive hobbies. But learning 3D modeling feels very difficult. I think Blender's hard. Try ZBrush. ZBrush. It can't be that hard. What is ZBrush exactly? Sculpting. Digital sculpting. Learn ZBrush in 8 minutes. Why can't you just learn ZBrush in 8 minutes? Just do that. All you gotta do is just learn ZBrush in 8 minutes. Easy, done. I'm gonna learn ZBrush in 8 minutes, and then I'm gonna outscale you. Wait, is this paid? It's a paid software? No way. It's a subscription model. No way, bro. It's so over, man. Why is everything a subscription model nowadays? Photoshop is subscription. Even Clip Paint is subscription nowadays. It's so bad. It's gotten so bad. Technically, Clip Paint isn't subscription, but to get any sort of updates for Clip Paint Studio, you need to subscribe to it, which I feel like is very predatory. Blender's free though. Blender's free. Hello, cute fat flamingo. I have been interested in your videos that you've put out. Not that I'm gonna steal them, just I'm curious to have like my own take on them. Like, you had like a parasocial, what's your parasocial? Some videos, they're like this psychology type thing. I think that's very cool. I've been kind of stalking non-offensive. But it gives me some ideas to do some kind of like psychological type stuff, because psychology is my secondary interest, academically speaking. My main interest is biology. That's my training. But I was very close to switching to psychology like way back when I almost failed out of school. I went back and I started with psychology. But then I thought, what I really want to do is biology. So I went back, switched from psychology back to biology. But I'm realizing recently that it doesn't necessarily have to be separate. I can do both. I can do both. I can do psychology and biology when it comes to animal behavior. So animal behavior is kind of what I've been going for, but there's no jobs. I'm neat. I can't do anything. So I'm probably just gonna throw myself at the government, I guess, and not die, but probably just suffer for a couple of years there. And but nothing final, nothing complete concrete right now. But something I've been considering. I haven't really talked about it all that much. Anyway, ZBrush, not good because it's paid. Probably gonna use Blender ultimately, but I'm interested in trying Droid just to like have something. I'm probably not gonna use it all that much because I like this model more. Trying to learn sculpting. Yeah. But I'm not really trying to learn sculpting. I'm trying to learn low poly. It doesn't seem that it's that hard. I did try maybe like a year ago, 2 years ago. I tried making a low poly character on stream, and it was something like, yeah, that was me. Wait, yo, free. Wait, no way. Yeah, that was me. A year ago, that was me. I was just suffering. I was trying so hard to get something done, and it came out horrible. But yo, a base free for free? Bro, I'm so in. I'm getting it right now. Let me grab that. Where is it? Let me check out the other stuff first. Free low poly base. Yes. Ah, yes. Okay, I'm so in. I have some low poly if you want one, like a base or what. I mean, I'll take them, I guess. If you're just giving them, yeah, sure, I'll take them. But also, this is I think this is exactly what I was looking for. Yeah. This would help a ton. Base model? Okay, I'll take them. Yeah. Wait, I should probably do this off stream because I have to like enter my information, right? My email and everything. So yeah, I'll do this off stream. But hell yeah, I've been looking for that. This is gonna help a ton. It'll help me get started at the very least. Okay, let's put a goal. I want to finish this by the end of, realistically, ideally I want to have this done by the end of spring. Spring just started. That gives me 3 months. But given how it took me like years just to get this 2D model done, I'm gonna say 2 seasons, maybe like half a year. I'm gonna give myself to the end of summer to get this done. So what is that, 6 months? That is if... fine, yeah, okay, you know what, end of the year. By the end of the year, I want to have... I keep pushing back the deadline. By the end of the year, I want to have low poly. Yeah, that's the goal. I gotta make a roadmap. So I guess I'll use all of this month. What are we in? We're gonna be in April. So I will use all of April to put in a ton of learning, I guess. And then follow that is April, May, right? May. I want to get working on it at the very least. So then by the end of May, I want to have something preliminary, like a base, like an actual, not a base, but like a prototype. Yeah, a prototype is what I'm looking for. By the end of May, maybe a prototype, maybe June. But then June is also going to be really busy. I feel like my June's going to be really busy, especially with Offkai. I'm planning to go. That's one thing I always want to make time for is Offkai. It's like the one thing I don't want to miss. If I were to go out once a year, I want to go there. That's where all the homies are. Alright, so I got this. Block bench. I'll check it out, I guess, but now that I have this is exactly what I needed. Holy wow, saved me so much time. Yeah, that's me. That was me. Alright. Oh man, wait. This is very motivational actually. Motivational. Oh man. Yo. Oh yeah, but it's easier. I was just thinking about how difficult it would be to like make all this from scratch, but it's not from scratch anymore. I am very motivated right now. but also I am very tired right now. But I'm not as tired spiritually as I was before. This one weird trick to kill your depression. Hell yeah. Alright. 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 Donut tutorial. I don't care about no donuts. I'm just gonna go straight in. Harder if you're doing N64? Nah, shut up. No, it's not. I'm gonna throw you onto. Never mind. No, I think it's easier. I don't think it's that hard. Shut up, it's not hard. Look, it looks so easy. It doesn't look that hard. I'm gonna throw you. 256 triangles budget. Well, it's fine. It doesn't have to be 100%. I'm gonna go 300 triangles. I don't care. It's fine. It doesn't have to be 100%. We're just going for the general aesthetic. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm hungry. Holy wow, I'm hungry. Damn it, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry for triangles. I'm probably just gonna eat 2 cookies and call it a night. Alright, what are we up to? An hour? Over an hour. Oh wow, this stream went on for a lot longer than I was expecting it to. Oops, it's already midnight. Oops. Well, main point is that I feel like I have a game plan. I'll need this. I'll keep. Yeah, sure, I'll keep it. Days 3. I don't really know what exactly this is. I'll keep it on screen. I'll keep this one on the window. I'll keep this one. Sure. Vroid, I will need this eventually. I think this is the same tab. Get rid of that. Live 3D is just rigging software. Don't need that. And then a bunch of YouTube tutorials. Bikatsu, maybe I'll do another. You know what? Maybe I'll do Vroid and Bikatsu in the same stream, and just create a model, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Texture painting. Yeah, sure. I'll learn that eventually. That's later on though. I don't need to know that right now. I will save this for later. Save. Watch later. Don't look at my Tacos Goku playlist. I don't even know what that playlist is. Oh man, I'm hungry. I didn't eat enough earlier. I ate like 6 hours ago and it was like some beans and rice and like a tiny bit of chicken. But I'm hungry again. I hate being hungry. Block bench, go over there. This one is a good video as well. I'll put that in here too. I'll watch these videos eventually. You know what? I should just put all of these in watch later so that I don't lose them. Nah, it's fine. I do wanna do more. I'm feeling kind of motivated right now. Alright. Let's end it here in a good mood. And hopefully this good mood carries to tomorrow. Otherwise I'm gonna explode. Thank you everyone for coming. I think I'm gonna eat some cookies. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat some cookies. Okay, good night. Stream tomorrow at same time, midnight I guess. Around midnight. Yeah, stream tomorrow. Okay, thank you. I forgot to mute.